Making an offer on a house. You just offer a price and hope the seller takes it, right? Well, I hate to tell you, but you couldn't be more wrong. There are an unbelievable number of things that are included in making an offer on a house. Welcome to this edition of Real Estate Unlocked. I'm Melissa Spittle, the local real estate expert. When you make an offer on a house here in Maryland, there are a lot of blanks, and I mean a lot, that need to be filled in. What are they? Let's talk about 12 things you might need to include in your offer to buy a house here in Maryland. Price. Yeah, so this is a no-brainer. Of course, your main concern is including the price that you will offer. In a seller's market like this crazy one we're currently experiencing, you want to make sure your offer price is one that can compete with other offers. This is certainly not the time to make a low offer, thinking the sellers can always counter your offer and you'll meet somewhere in the middle. If that's your strategy, your offer will undoubtedly be rejected right from the start. Closing date. You'll need to include the date that you'd officially like to sign the papers to become the new owner. If you're paying cash, you'll be able to close fast, as quickly as a few weeks. If you're getting a loan, you can expect the loan process to take anywhere from 30 to 60 days. The actual time frame will depend on the type of loan you're using. Ultimately, though, it's not just about you. It's about the seller, too. The timing needs to work for them as well. A great buyer's agent will find out when the seller would like to close on the sale so you can accommodate the seller's needs. A seller is more drawn to the offers that take their needs into consideration. Earnest money deposit. This is the same as good faith money. This is the amount you're willing to initially put down to put the house on hold until you actually buy it. The more you are willing to put down up front, the better your offer looks to a seller. It shows them you're serious about buying their house and that you're willing to have some money sit in a third-party account until closing. Title company. These are the folks who will research the past ownership of the property. They will make sure there are no liens against the property. They will make sure the seller can legally sell the house to you. They will also be the ones who handle your closing. In Maryland, buyers have the right to select a title company of their choosing. The title company you choose will be written into your offer to purchase a house. Inspections. Do you want to have inspections performed with the right to ask the seller to fix any deficiencies? Or do you want to buy the house as is with the right to back out of the contract if there are any problems that you don't want to take care of yourself? Or maybe you want to buy the house without having any inspections done whatsoever. Honestly, I don't know why buyers choose this option other than to increase their chances of getting the house, which of course is a huge risk. Whichever route you decide to take, it must be included in your offer. Types of inspections. If you choose to have inspections done and want the opportunity to ask the seller to fix things, you'll need to specify the exact inspections you plan to have done. Common choices include a home inspection and radon testing. If the house has a chimney, you might want to include a chimney inspection. If the house is served by a well water, you might want to include a well yield and water sampling to make sure it's safe for drinking. If the house is served by a septic system, you might want to have a septic inspection done. Whichever inspections you desire to have done, they must be specified in your offer. Type of loan. The type of loan you'll use will be included in your offer as well, along with the amount of the down payment you plan to make. Sellers take the types of loans into consideration when they are deciding which offer to accept, and they also look at the amount of down payment. They often want to choose the offer with the loan that will present the least number of hassles, and they want the buyer who is in the strongest financial position. Pre-approval letter. When you make your offer, a copy of your pre-approval letter must be included. Sellers want to know you've taken the time to talk with a lender. They want to know you can indeed get a loan to buy their house. They want that comfort level of knowing the deal won't fall apart because you can't get the loan. If you're paying cash, you'll need to include proof of funds. Sellers will want to see proof up front that you really do have the money available to pay cash for their house. Copies of bank statements, retirement funds, and investment funds will usually suffice. Seller help, also known as seller concessions. Sometimes buyers have enough money for their down payment, but they come up short when it comes to money for their closing costs. So they ask the seller to contribute towards their closing costs. Or sometimes buyers will ask the seller to provide them with a home warranty at the seller's expense. Both of these options cost the seller extra money, which, once again, in this market, is not advantageous to a seller. So if you really need to ask for either of these items or both, it must be included in your offer. Escalation clause. If you know you'll be competing with other offers, this is another example of something your buyer's agent should ask before you make your offer. You have an opportunity to outbid other offers. You can do this by incorporating an escalation clause into your offer. Essentially, you're saying, I'm willing to outbid other offers by X amount of dollars up to such and such a price. Rent back. Does the seller need to continue to live in the house for a certain amount of time after you officially buy it? This can happen when they need to sell their house in order to buy another, but their next house isn't ready to move into yet. In this instance, they need to rent back their house after ownership changes, and it must be included in your offer. Home sale contingency. Do you need to sell your house before you can buy your next house? If so, your new purchase will be contingent on the sale of your current house. In this instance, you must include a home sale contingency in your offer to buy another house. I'm Melissa Spittle, the local real estate expert, where it's always about keeping it real. We just discussed 12 things that are often included in offers to buy a house. Depending on the house you want to buy, you may not need to include all of these things, and you may need to include some different items. That's where your buyer's agent really matters. Make sure you have a buyer's agent who can add in some creative other options if needed to give you the best advantage, especially if you're competing with other buyers. To learn more about buying a house, I invite you to download a free copy of the Ultimate Home Buying Guide. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can find it in the description box. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can find the free download in my bio. And if you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, the free download is on my website.